How professional does your business look? Welcome to me and my show. It's John Butt. It's the Marketing for Owners podcast. Hey, by the way, do you know what Periscope is? Have you ever tried Periscope or watched them? Because I do, not necessarily every single day, but if you go to periscope.tv/marketing owners, remember marketing owners, no word for in the middle, you'll see my latest scope. You can download it on your iPhone and Android, and you can follow me by looking that up as well. And I think there's a link. If you go to marketingforowners.com, at the top on the right hand side of the sidebar, scroll down if you're on a mobile, you will see a link to the Marketing for Owners Periscope. Cool, eh? By the way, I'm out and about in Canada, in South Surrey, British Columbia. I'm down by a duck pond, and there's some pretty lively ducks quacking. So if you're thinking, what on earth is the noise? I'm not sitting in a studio at a boring old desk like everyone else. I like to get out and about. I record these on video. This is an exercise in repurposing content. And that duck is not laughing at me. It is just ducking and quacking, by the way. So this video recorded on an iPhone with a very, very simple Rode SmartLav lapel mic or lavalier microphone. And that's it. Uploaded to Dropbox, edited by someone on my team, sent to a transcription service on Fiverr. We pay $5 to have 15 minutes, up to 15 minutes transcribed, edited onto the website by Jennifer. Images added, it's put onto Facebook. It's on the video is put on YouTube, and the embed is on the website. It's also sent off to LinkedIn. It's tweeted. I'm losing count. How many things is that? Yeah, this is how to do this marketing malarkey. But anyway, you didn't want to know all that. But that's the kind of stuff that I teach, by the way. This is Monday to Friday. It's free, always will be, the podcast. And simple stuff like that, over 10 minutes. So now I'm quickly, because we've got to go take someone off to, I can't even remember where we've got to go. I've got to be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm just going to whiz through this. But what I was saying about how professional does your business look? I want you to take a look at everything. When customers meet you, they form, I was talking yesterday about first impression. And that is in your look, your staff, your premises, your website, your emails, your messaging, your marketing, everything. This is why marketing is everything except the transaction of asking for the order and taking the money off the person. Everything else is marketing. So for example, do you have premises? Do you have a shop, a store, office? When people come to visit you, what does it look like? Outside, a little example, on our building, we've got a buzzer. You have to buzz and say, hello, I'm come to see so-and-so. But we had no roof over the door. When it rained, they got wet. So we added one. We don't want them to think we're awful. Now, half the people, we don't actually have customers. We're not the type of business that have customers. But we might have. Only takes one. And we want also everyone to think, we want our suppliers to think we're professional. So we paid the expense. I know it sounds ridiculous because everyone else will say, well, why wouldn't you have one? But the building didn't have one. We had to pay a lot of money to have it built on and have it designed so that the trucks wouldn't hit it when they pass and so on. But little things like that. When they come in, what do we do with them? Do they stand there when they come in? Do we take them to a little area that's got a nice seat, a nice little table, something for them to maybe nibble, a magazine to read that isn't like a doctor's waiting room where it's 3 years old? Things like that. Little thoughts, little impressions. What can they see? What's on the walls? Are there any posters? Does it look professional? And we haven't spent any money. I'm telling you that this is very, very, very simple. But it looks like we've put some effort in. When you send an email to somebody, what does your signature say? Does it just say, kind regards, John Butt? I get so tired of getting messages from people where I want to actually click and look at their thing and they haven't even put a link in. Ugh. But go to wisestamp.com and get one of their email signatures. They're free. It looks professional for your company, and you can have everybody use the same one they'll obviously with their name, their email. Just go and see how it works. It's very, very, very clever and integrates with all of the major email services like Gmail, Live, Outlook, all that kind of stuff. Okay? That makes you instantly look more professional, and you can add a link and a marketing message, links to your social media. Do you have social media? When was the last update? Is it 3 years ago? How professional does that look? Now, you don't have to use Twitter every single day, but people will look you up on Twitter. They will. It would be better to have no account at all than to have one that is not regularly updated. What would it take every Monday? If you don't want to do Twitter or Facebook, what would it take every Monday to just put up some sort of update? Something. Share something from somebody else, anything, okay? If you don't like doing it, ask if one of your staff knows how to do it and may enjoy doing it. It's not all about you, but that looks professional. How about your website? When did you last look at your website? Oh, now, this isn't the reason for this podcast because I do this every day, but we're just about to launch our Website 101 training course, which shows you how you can update or replace your website with one that is updatable very simply and really, really cheap without having to pay a marketing company. Marketing companies and web companies do not know, as a rule, how to build websites that actually do anything for you. They just want to win awards for the design. I'll explain that another time, but trust me, this costs a fraction and you'll end up being able to do it yourself or one of your staff. If you can use email, if you can listen to this podcast, you can follow our step-by-step course, believe me. But what else? Your car. Do you visit customers? What does your car look like? Is it very, very, very old? Is it old because you can't afford one? Are you a cheapskate and you think, oh, I've had it for years? You don't have to go and lease yourself a Mercedes or a BMW or a Cadillac. But you can get yourself a modern car, or you can wash it. Whatever it is, you need to present something. If you're the boss of a company and going to see a customer and you turn up in an old car, they'll think that your company is not very successful. Why would they want to follow you? Now, this is not, you must buy a new car, but it doesn't cost much to lease them. Why wouldn't you? It's a company expense. What about your staff? Do your service engineers turn up in tatty old vans or trucks? Do your service staff wear uniform? How often do you replace the uniform? Is it embroidered with the logo? Do they know how to wear it in your company style? You even mentioned a company style. Do you have one? Do they wash their vehicles? Do you give them a budget for putting it through a car wash once a week? Or do you just think they're going to do it at home? Because I doubt it. Do you tell them how to present themselves, what to say to a client? Because they are quite often the face of your company. The customer may never meet you. You may be impeccably turned out in your Armani suit or whatever it is. But if your service engineer is some overweight bloke with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth and his shirt not tucked in that doesn't even stretch around his stomach, what is that going to present? And one that, if it's washed at all, is creased, faded, old. What does that say about your company? Is the vehicle sign written? Are your leaflets, are your brochures modern? I mean, come on, there's Vistaprint, you've got moo.com, you've got solopress.com in the UK. It's very, very, very cheap to get stuff done. You can get it designed on Fiverr. You can go to creativemarket.com, Graphic Burger, get ready done templates, give them to a designer. You still don't need to do it yourself. Oh, no excuse. But just look at what you're presenting. Your business cards. Go to moo.com and just pick one of theirs. They're fantastic. If you pick one, people will say, gosh, that looks good. You want to give a professional opinion. I don't think a lot of people realise how they look to the rest of us. When you turn up for an appointment, even at your work when people come to see you, if you're on the internet, you may think it's trendy to try and look like Mark Zuckerberg and wear flip-flops and maybe a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and to say, huh, I'm an internet person. But people still look at you and think, ugh, really? You don't have to wear a tie, you don't have to wear a suit, but there are ways of looking presentable. It's not that hard. And brush your hair. Have I brushed mine? Maybe not. Anyway, that's that. You get the gist. Today is Thursday, time for a Drive Time podcast. And today is a very good one. I listen to this regularly. It is the Duct Tape Marketing Podcast with John Jantsch. Now, Jantsch is spelled Jantsch, I think. But if you go to marketingforowners.com/podcast/249, you'll get to this episode and you'll be able to see the links. Duct tape marketing, John Jantsch has been around forever. He has a marketing system that, like I have a marketing system called the Duct Tape One. It's fantastic. He's got a great book and books, sorry. It's very professional, great information. So he's been around, he knows great people. So he gets to interview top authors when they've got new books coming out, which is, I think, is a fantastic way of interviewing people because they've got interesting things to say and talk about. Listen to his podcast. I guarantee you're going to learn stuff. I think I've recommended his book before, or books, and I'll be recommending him again. You should be following John Jantsch. The guy is genius. I'll see you tomorrow.